Hello people of YouTube, my name is Brad, this is my channel Animate Orange, and for the past couple of weeks in 3D metal model news, here's a little update for you. I apologize for running late, but this is what I have. First of all, Fascinations, I had spoken recently about a USPS LLV, or Long Life Vehicle mail truck, that is now appearing on the Metal Earth site under Coming Soon. I think previously it was just a newsletter that I've seen it. But now we have a little bit more information. Is model number MMS 468, 3 sheets, moderate difficulty, and a finish size of 2.99 by 1.42 by 1.5 inches. Or if you want that in centimeters, 7.6 by 3.6 by 3.8 centimeters. Got a few more pictures of the mail truck. I'd say it's pretty much what you expect. At least here in the United States, we see these things around all the time. They've been around since the 80s, I believe. I think it's pretty neat that they're coming out with a mail truck, and I definitely want to get it. So I'm looking forward to that, though I haven't been building anything lately. If we're going over to Peace Cool site, I did see a new model. It's the HMS Hood, or USS Hood. I actually have both of those in my notes. I think it's HMS Hood. And I think the translation came across as USS, which is silly. I believe it's the HMS Hood, model number P209-SR, 270 pieces, 3 sheets plus 8 parts. A lot of times with Peace Cool, when they have the plus parts listed with the sheets, it's like jewelry or something that's not metal that you fold in shape, not part of the sheets. I'm wondering though if that's the barrels of the guns, because it looks like there's 4 of the large guns and there's 2 barrels per gun, I think. So maybe they're referring to the barrels, 8 barrels. 430 stainless, finish size of 30 by 4.3 by 7.8 centimeters, difficulty rating of 5 of 7 stars, and I sometimes forget to mention, when I see the stuff on the Peace Cool site, it's basically, when I first talk about it, it's coming soon. It's not out yet. The release date is listed as 9/19, so the 19th of this month, which is here in a few short days. Is still after the 19th. It may take a week or so before it shows up on any AliExpress stores. Speaking of AliExpress stores, didn't really see anything new, though I may have missed something. I will admit to being a bit rushed doing my research. I just briefly looked through the stores that I'm used to looking to and didn't see anything new except for maybe a few of the Peace Cool models that I had previously talked about are now available. I did, however, notice something interesting. I did like a stream in the middle of the night a few weeks back about the Fascinations FKU store and how they had a lot of copycats and knockoffs, and I had added them to my favorites list. It's still on my favorites list. I can still go to it, but there's nothing there. So looks like that didn't last very long, unfortunately. Just, I don't know why that stuck out to me. The name stuck out to me, and I added it to my list, and here, like a month later, maybe give or take, it's gone. Or at least empty. So anyway, I know I had posted and talked about packing. I have mentioned that I have a TikTok. If you haven't seen my posts, I do have a TikTok now. I've had it for a while. I've just been playing around with it, and during my packing I did make some clips and some videos about what I'm doing. I've got a packing video from my last move, how I packed my models. Pretty much the same stuff. I reused some of the boxes that I had used before and used my own videos to figure out what was in those boxes, and then made more boxes because I've collected more boxes that I can use. I like to use these kind of clamshell-ish type boxes. 3D printer filament comes in these boxes. A lot of computer components like keyboards, motherboards, video cards, a lot of computer components come in these more sturdy boxes where the top kind of folds over and in, and I like using those sorts of boxes. They're more secure. And I just cut out cardboard. I place models in there in a way that will fit, and then I cut out cardboard pieces and hot glue to separate them so they don't move around too much and bump into each other. I threw away a lot of boxes I had with my last move, but I've collected more because I continue to 3D print. And then where I work, I was able to get a number of computer style boxes or computer component boxes to add to, and that helped out. And one of the things I did, if you look at the TikTok videos, I found these copy boxes. You know, you've got those sturdy boxes that have reams of paper and they have the cardboard lid on them. They're pretty sturdy, handles on each side. I did get some of those, and they usually have 2 stacks of reams of paper. But I found some that's just 1 stack ream of paper. They're like half the size, and I used those because they're fairly sturdy and actually made layers. I would put stuff on the bottom, do the cardboard cutouts, put a cardboard piece on top to cover it, and then do more models, cardboard separators. Some of the models I did 2 or 3. Some I just had 1 set in there because they were tall models, and I basically packed everything like I did before. A few things went in kind of loose with tissue paper, and there was a couple of plastic cases that I used before that just stuff that's almost unreasonable to pack into a box because you're not going to get anything else in there, or they're weird and crazy. Lots of pieces dangling. For instance, the space station I did a while back, that got its own little plastic Sterilite case with lid and tissue paper because it's just so big with so many pieces sticking off. I'm not going to mix that with anything. But I had mentioned several times about packing, and I think in my last video I mentioned how instead of going back to school, I'm looking at houses. Well, it's nothing final yet. Because until the closing date comes and goes, it's not final. I'm expecting it to happen. I don't want to jinx myself, and I'm trying not to talk too much about it. But yeah, I'm in the process of purchasing a house. A lot of people have raised questions, and some of which I don't completely understand the question. Why am I moving again? Well, I'm buying a house. All of my life I've rented, and I'm tired of renting. I'd like to own my own place. And I've gotten to the point now where I've built my credit up enough that I can actually make this happen. Unfortunately, it's at a time when houses are double, if not more, the price that they normally would be. But here we go. Just things seem to be lining up in a way that this is the direction I want to go. So I'm working that way, and I'm hoping. I'm not moving yet, but because it's just me in this house and a teenager, I'm trying to get as much early packing done as I can, so that I'm not trying to rush in the last day, because I'm working full time. I'm juggling, barely trying to do this. I don't have a lot of time to pack, so I'm getting started early so that when that time comes, it's just a matter of either hiring some help or finding some help to pack the stuff up, to move it to the new place, and being done with it so I can quit paying rent and be all in one place. And I'm fully expecting this process to take longer than expected because moving is a nightmare. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of early packing. No moving is happening until October, if things go as planned. But in the meantime, I'm getting prepared as I can when I can. That being said, you may notice the lighting is a little bit off because one of my lights, my big soft lights, fell over in the process and broke the bulb, and that's unfortunate. And it actually broke it out of its socket, and it's soldered in because it's an LED bulb. But I might be able to fix it, but I'm not even worrying about that right now. I'm going to work with what I got, because I need to be worrying about planning and packing and getting ready and not fixing everything. Speaking of which, one of the reasons this is delayed is winter is coming. I live in the north. I want to undercoat my vehicles. I have 2 vehicles, an older Honda and an older truck. The Honda's had several coatings done to it over the past years, and could, though I don't want to, could get by without a coating this year. The truck is fairly new to me, and it's a Florida truck, and it didn't have any undercoating when I got it. I did one last year. I wanted to do one this year. This weekend was a good time. The weather was good because we're getting into the part of the season where the rain is coming constantly, and it's hard to do the undercoating, and it doesn't work right if you do it during rain. The weekend was supposed to be good. I focused on that, and of course discovered more problems when I did it. The last time my tires were taken off the truck and put back on, apparently something was done wrong on 3 of the lugs in the driver's side rear wheel, and 3 of the nuts seized. 3 of the lug nuts seized. Trying to get them off, wouldn't even tighten back down. Ended up having to break them off. And this is the truck that I'm going to be using, and I'm already currently using to get things done. Gonna need it for the move. I've been using it to bring boxes home, and this was a priority to get this fixed, because here coming soon I'm going to be picking up a trailer to bring to the house to pack to be able to move. So that's kind of priority to get that taken care of, and delayed getting this done. And I apologize for that. I felt it kind of necessary to clear things up a little bit because I've been vague about it, because I don't like to be specific because I'm afraid of jinxing myself because things could still fall apart and this not happen. But yeah, that's where I'm at. People have asked me how the move went. I haven't moved yet. I'm still in the getting ready process. And I probably will continue to be. Packing these models was a big concern because this took a while. This took hours just to pack these models. And that's out of the way. But I still have this cabinet that these shelves sit on. These shelves are not very tall shelves. They sit on top of a buffet cabinet that I found at a local thrift store for dirt cheap. And it's in pretty good shape. It's also full of stuff. It's full of models that haven't been built. It's full of, I think I have different colored backgrounds when I was doing green screen, different blankets and stuff are different color to do special effects that I haven't used. Styrofoam pieces to raise models up. It's just got all kinds of stuff, and I gotta pack that. I gotta pack. Anyway, I'm rambling on, trying to keep stuff going, even though I have limited time. At least I can put some sort of news out there. I'm really hoping that once this move happens, I will be moving back with friends again, and hopefully not have as much on my own personal plate. Hopefully have a little more time to do the stuff I used to do. Also, I'm changing positions at work and going back to a day shifts. It'll be kind of morning for a little while, training in my new position, and then evening shifts. So hopefully being back on a day schedule, life will start to straighten out. Because I did third shift and it was okay, but it put me on a weird schedule, and I thought that was going to be beneficial, and it kind of was and it kind of wasn't. But lots of changes coming up, and I'm trying to ride with it, and always hoping things will get better and I have more time. Because I hate that I don't have time to build models. I still have to do a review for the space shuttle that is now packed, or a space shuttle launch kit that is now packed. But one thing that's not completely packed and I've been putting off is I want to do a giveaway from the models that I got some time back. And in order to kind of force myself to start this process, even though I'm in the process of moving, I'm hoping I can put a few models up, do a giveaway, and just, I've already got stuff set up to mail off Etsy orders. Why can't I just throw in an extra printing label in there for a giveaway? So to kind of push my hand, this isn't set up yet. I'm giving you a preview. So don't have a way to enter and collect the information and do a drawing. I still got to work on that. But I'm going to make an announcement of what models. I've randomly picked a few out of the packaging, and what you're going to have to do is keep an eye out for a video that announces how to enter in the future. Something that I could just, a video I could just do with my phone and upload really quick. But I picked some random things out of the box, and I've mentioned before, this is a box of stuff that a lot of it's been open, but it's still there. For instance, we have Himeji Castle. Himeji Castle's actually been opened, but it appears everything is still in here. It just was opened and looked at. So Himeji Castle, I'm going to give that away, unbuilt. We have a Peace Cool model, the Watchtower of Forbidden City. I'm not even sure if they make this anymore. I've looked at it. Everything appears to be here. The instructions, the metal sheets. Doesn't even look like the metal sheets were taken out of their plastic. They're still in there. So this is going to be included. Packaging is in pretty good shape, except the top's been cut off, so it slides out real easy. We have the Kawasaki Ninja H2R, older model. I've built this one. The package is a bit beat up. There are no tweezers, but we have the instructions and the sheets and everything seems to be in order and seems to be in there. And then we have a fire engine, fire truck. It's in a Ziploc bag. The model pieces are out, but again, everything's there. It's the instructions and the metal sheets necessary to build the kit. It's just been placed in a Ziploc bag. There we go. Fire engine. I'm going to put all those together in one giveaway. Like I said, I've got to arrange how we're going to enter, and then once I get that settled, I will put up a video for that so that people can enter who are interested in receiving these models, and I'm going to try and keep that going and start giving away these models that were given to me. All of this stuff I've built with the exception of this. I've never even seen this before, so I don't have a video for this, and I'm tempted to keep it so that one day I'll build it, but I got enough stuff, so I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to add this in there. Doesn't look to be too complex a model. Looks to be fairly simple, big pieces. and an interesting build. So I'm going to be a little jealous of whoever I give that away to. But the giveaway's not happening yet. But this is me trying to push myself to say, hey, I made a decision. I put the announcement out there. I've got to make this happen. So once I get how we're going to enter arranged, I'll make a quick video. Keep an eye out for that. And you can enter to, and I'll just randomly draw somebody, make the announcement, and send you your models, provided I have a place to send it to. So keep an eye out for that. This is me pushing myself to go in that direction because I need to quit procrastinating. And one last thing. It is the start of another month, even though we're nearly halfway through, but this is the first video of this month, so I do want to thank my current September Patreon supporters for continuing to support this channel despite my lack of content. It is greatly appreciated. So I want to thank Chris Paskowitz, George Bell, Hugh Morrison, Jay, James Herring, Kaj Nielsen, Ken Crowan, Kendall Fargo, Laurent Palm, Man Hung, Phil Miller, Shallon Moody, and Timothy V. Thank you for your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. And as I tell everybody, keep on keeping on. I'm trying to keep on keeping on, despite the mess that I've made. I'll put the links in the description down below for the couple of models that I have found. And again, keep an eye out for the giveaway video once I arrange that. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. And as always, keep on keeping on.